I just read it.
I've just been sick of my mouth. The minute you lie under your skin, then you'll begin. Hi groovy girlies, welcome back to the channel. So today is another episode of The People's Diary, and it's just normal strong boat with blackcurrant juice and spicy dark fruits. And it just reminded me of sitting in a beer garden in summer last year, and I'm actually really sad that that's not happening anymore. But here we are.
In quarantine.
Is that a piece of onion? Is it onion on my straw? A little bit summit. A little bit
It's
sprinkle.
just a seasoning, just to get it going.
A bit of seasoning for the summer, you know?
This is so good, I've never had this before.
What? You've never had? Not even a strawberry dark fruit?
I've had strawberry dark fruits before.
That's basically what this is.
It's good though. I don't like cider by itself. I love a recorder leg.
Recorder leg's good. We sound like the basic whitest bitches right now. Because we're so deprived of the outside world, I'm just missing the finer things in life, you know? Oh my god, we could get the projector outside and project it onto our doors. Oh my god, why don't we do that?
We should try it. We should definitely try it.
Love that for us.
Anyway, welcome back to the People's Diary, groovy girlies.
You guys have gone absolutely ham on my forum, so obviously the link is in the description if you do want to send in anything. Treat it as your own diary and I just exploit you, but you are anonymous, so no one knows it's you. It's really great, it's fun time. But I've just been like absolutely bombarded recently, which I did not expect from you guys. So let's read them, okay?
Let's do it.
My head's on my toes, it's so real and you know, fresh and cool is just what I do. Sophia, do you have my phone?
No.
Yeah.
I got it.
I think I do.
Right.
Responses. Woohoo!
So what was it on?
572. What the fuck? 572.
I need to process this.
That's so fucking many. How am I supposed to even? What? 572. That's mental.
That's mega.
That's mega fucking mental.
That's mega.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hold on, let me get my drink ready.
Oh, okay, true. Lovely.
Okay.
Oh my god! I used to fancy my PE teacher and he accidentally walked in on me naked in the changing rooms and he stood there, winked at me, and then walked away. It gave me butterflies. That shouldn't have gave you butterflies. That should have made you want to vomit on the floor.
That should have given you paedophilia vibes.
I used to fancy my PE teacher. Wait, you had PE in high school? You didn't have it in sixth form?
She's definitely British because that's
she scored at PE.
So
physical
we got
education.
you, bitch. So if she was PE in school, unless it was sixth form, but even then I don't think you had PE in sixth form.
You
only
didn't.
took like 5.
No, you didn't.
You only took like 5 full.
You
like
had it up
3
until
subjects.
year 11.
Yeah.
So you're young.
So yeah, year 11, so that's like 15.
You're
not even
young,
16.
young.
Sweet, no, you just called the police. Did you have weird PE teachers?
I feel really bad for her thinking about it. She never came out as a lesbian, but we all just thought she was. And it was just because we were kids making a stereotypical assumption, and I actually hate myself for even doing it. But it wasn't me directly, like everyone thought the same. And she would be in our changing rooms. And I do get one side of it because obviously you don't want a predatorial teacher, but then she literally was just doing her job and standing watching, making sure people weren't like, you know, just like bullying other kids or just doing something stupid and actually getting ready for PE.
Completely.
And we all used to like basically complain about her being in there and being like, oh my god, but she's looking at us. That's really bad of us.
That is bad.
That's awful. But then we were 14 and younger, like sometimes even 12.
Actually, kids are fucking brutal.
We were 12. Kids are brutal.
Teachers, man. I
would
know
never
kids
do
that
that
bullied
now.
teachers.
Oh my god, yeah, like I never partook in the bullying of other teachers.
Teachers think you paid so much
Yeah.
more for the shit that they deal with.
It was just that one, just because I was young and naive and I thought for some reason just because someone was a lesbian that they were going to fancy every girl they see, which is such a stupid assumption. I know better now, obviously, but
our PE teachers, some of them were really fit. I had really fit PE
I didn't.
teachers. I had 2 really fit PE teachers.
My male teachers were old.
Oh my god.
I just found out so much tea.
I know.
Oh my god.
And he was really fit. He was my RS teacher, but he was really stern, but I really wanted him to like rag me against a wall. He was so attractive.
Oh my god, this one's interesting. My best friend has a foot fetish and keeps asking me to send him pictures of my feet whilst wearing the tights, and it's so awkward because I find feet really gross and I also have a boyfriend. Block them. That's weird. I assume it's a boy because he said...
Oh, he said send him pictures.
Send him pictures.
So, no. Yeah.
Block. I feel like that's really fucking inappropriate.
I'm not sending you pictures of my feet.
I bet he's doing it in a jokey way as well, like, haha, send me your feet, yeah, like, send me a pic, haha, you know you want to, I mean, you don't have to, unless he's totally that fucking
He is that boy. Some people with foot fetishes are disgusting.
Finn from Love
Finn
Island.
from Love Island.
Yeah, but I'm sure he wasn't
And if
forceful about
Finn
it.
asked to see my feet.
Oh, No, if anyone asked to see my feet, I'd be like, no.
Oh, there is 100 people who would come to me and say, I want to see your feet. I'd say yes.
No, because I just don't like feet. I don't like my
Matt
feet.
Healy.
No, I'd be like, you freak.
Tom Holland.
Free.
Timothy Chalamet.
Freak. I think I was low-key being groomed by one of my teachers. He was a temporary teacher who was mentally unstable. How did he get that job? He got comfortable with me very quickly and told me everything about his life. He would let me sit in the classroom if I felt anxious. That's nice of him, but okay. He told me I wasn't like the others and I didn't seem like the type who needed to fit in. At the time he seemed nice, but looking back on it, it's super weird. Okay, I used to have relationships with my teachers in that sense. Like my sociology teacher actually was like one of my best friends in sixth form, which is like college. It never got weird, and I feel like that isn't weird. Like him just allowing you to sit in the classroom when you feel anxious, like just giving you advice about things.
I feel like in the way that someone is saying it, it can be seen as inappropriate.
It can be if they're like the others, you seem like more mature. If
Yeah,
it was
that
like that,
seems very...
that's weird. But if you prompted it to say, I can't make friends or something, or just like an advice thing, and he was like,
He said, oh, you're not
yeah.
like other students. Well,
I feel like,
yeah, context is everything here.
yeah, but then grooming is leading up to things.
So I feel like context is everything. If you're young, if you feel like something's weird, then obviously something's weird. So like if you feel it.
Anything that makes you uncomfortable is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, on my very first date when I was 14, me and my boyfriend went to McDonald's. Fun! But wait, I then had a large milkshake, which made me throw up all over him. He got really mad and broke up with me the same day. How did you go to McDonald's when you were 14?
Young love. What do you mean?
By themselves?
Yeah, I used to go in town when I was like year 7.
What?
I used to literally walk around town.
Oh my
when I was
God.
year 7, 12, 13.
I didn't.
I mean, obviously, one mum would drop us off, and then if we were going for a sleepover, we'd like go
Oh,
shopping.
yeah.
And then
of
one mum would
course.
pick us up.
Yeah.
I get that. That was vile. That was vile.
That was disgusting.
Am I gonna smell that?
Yeah, you are. I used to have baths with my cousin, who was 3 years older than me when he babysat me. Okay, that doesn't sound that bad, but then I was 13. So as a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old having baths together. I feel like it shouldn't be weird because you're family, but obviously because I don't know the context, that's just weird. Like a dad and babies or mum and babies and stuff, that's cute.
Fine.
Because
Cute.
you're helping them because they physically can't have a bath by themselves.
Yeah, and also
there's
it's
no
your
need
mum.
for you to get in the bath past the age of 12 or even 10 with your family.
No.
Even past the age of 7.
No.
You just don't need to do that.
That's wrong. That might be incest.
I've had the biggest crush on one of my teachers since I met her at the start of sixth form. What is it with teachers and everyone?
Why are
This is
you
literally
attracted
just-
to... I really wanted to like rag me against a wall. I don't know what to say.
This one's interesting. It's something I could never personally do, but here we are. It's all for the diary. I once made a fake Snapchat account to test my ex to see if he would cheat on me. Long story short, he sent news to this account and I sent one back that I found off Google. He had also planned to meet up with her, to sleep with her. Even though I was crying my eyes out, I had known for 24 hours. I've never told anyone. All people know is that he cheated on me. I stayed with him for 8 months after, and he turned out to be super toxic and told me that it was my fault he cheated because I didn't make an effort with my appearance. What? I feel like this is low-key karma for making the fake account.
First of all, don't make a fake account. Don't make a
Shouldn't
fake
do that
account.
anyway, but like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, because that's he's a...
It's weird because I don't like this whole I made a fake account to see if my boyfriend would cheat on me, because it's like you're prompting it. You're messaging them being like, oh, I know you've got a girlfriend, but this and but that. You're putting them in a position where they would, whereas normally they shouldn't be put in that position anyway. They shouldn't cheat, obviously, hands down. I guess you never will know if someone cheats on you until it's put forward, but why would you want to bring that closer to your time?
Yourself.
Like, why would you want to bring that to yourself? If it happens, that's life. You just leave them and get on with it.
I don't feel like it's karma. I feel like this guy's just a
he's just
dick.
toxic. Like, you found out he was toxic anyway.
You shouldn't have made a fake account. If
No.
the role was reversed, people would call the boy controlling and manipulative.
Yeah, they would.
So maybe don't do it again. Maybe just leave the situation.
She said it's funny to reminisce.
Oh.
Ooh, this is fun. I feel like this is American because I just couldn't imagine this being a British environment. I once got really, and I mean really drunk with my ex-best friend. Turns out she was quite toxic and she decided it would be a good idea to leave the house. There was a party going on down the road. This is why I think it's American. And a bunch of people were outside. A boy came over to me and kissed me. I pushed him off me because I have a boyfriend. Oh my God. I told my boyfriend about this straight away, drunk crying on FaceTime. I still feel guilty because I love him so much and feel like he deserves better. This happened 2 months into us dating and it's now been near enough a year, but I still feel shit about it. That is not your fault at all.
Yeah, you don't need to feel guilty about someone kissing you unless you kiss them back.
That's literally sexual harassment. Like,
That is sexual harassment. You need to get that boy binned. But don't feel guilty about it because
you didn't do anything
you
wrong.
didn't do anything wrong. If
And you
someone
told
came up
him
to you straight away and you were upset. You were visibly upset. Don't feel guilty. Move on.
Ew. This girl put, I know I'm awful for doing this, but in uni one time I accidentally walked into the men's showers just in case I one time got lucky.
Again, that is sexual harassment.
Why do girls think they can just sexually harass anyone, like men. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, you don't want the opposite way around if a boy walked into a bunch of girls showering.
Oh my god, how would
privacy?
Like, I'm sorry, it should be the exact fucking same
If that were to
standard.
happen and then girls were to tell the teacher, the boy would be kicked out.
Which is bad because you shouldn't obviously judge every single male from
But
that.
also some males are
Some males are some girls are
toxic people. We don't want anything to do with them.
Oh no! On a night shift at work, me and my manager used to go off to areas that didn't have cameras. Oh, with a hidden camera and make out he had a girlfriend. I guess so he could watch it back if he's the manager.
Listen, if he's cheating on his girlfriend, then he
need
doesn't
to-
want to be with his
You
girlfriend.
need to tell the girl. When I was 11, my brother was 7 and wanted to run away, so I helped him move into our shed for a day so that he wouldn't actually leave.
That's
so
sweet.
cute. But also imagine being 7 and wanting to run away. That's sad. I got drunk at a party and started kissing one of my friends who was bisexual. I was grinding on her in my friend's bed. What? And then the next morning I had to question whether I was bi or not. I figured out I'm not, and the girl never spoke to me about it again. I mean, if you're grinding on a girl, aren't you kind of attracted to girls?
Maybe.
If you were just grinding on her dancing, then cool, you in a bed. This one I don't know if I agree with. Like, if I was in a position, I'd be like so happy. Then I also just think it's shitty. I fell in love with my best friend and then we became friends with benefits, which actually broke her and her boyfriend up. We are now happily together. It just shows you that when you have your mind set on them, don't settle for anything less. Ooh, I don't agree with that.
Here's the thing though. Now here's the thing. If this was a romantic movie,
That
like
would be-
all strings attached,
Like, that is the plot to a
every
rom-com.
romance, yeah. Like, you love your best friend,
And then with
they're
someone
open with
else.
that,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they have a fight and then they get together and then blah blah and to the end and they're really happy. And I get it. Like, if you're happy together now,
It obviously
the
was
cheating
worth
is the
it.
bad thing.
Yeah, the cheating's a bad thing. You should have really like got her to break up with
The person
Like, you
before
were
cheated.
friends with benefits as well. Like, that's even worse.
Yeah, like, why is she not having sex with her boyfriend?
That's so bad. There's a lovely place in hell for people that cheat. There really is.
Oh my god.
I hate cheating so much. I cheated on my boyfriend with my ex, who's also his cousin.
Wait, sorry, excuse me. Oh, his
cousin.
You're fucking with the family. You don't mess with the family.
Oh no, that's fun. Fuck with the family. I'm 29 and I love to sleep with older men, 45/50.
You're fine.
Yeah. 30 and 45 isn't that big. That's a 15-year age gap. That's not that bad.
If it was like you're 16 and you like to sleep with 30-year-olds, then it's a no-go. But like, you're 30, you're grown, you're just like a mature man. And why not?
Yeah, I mean, they're wiser.
More financially stable.
Well, we hope.
And then when they die, you get their money.
This is a roller coaster. Oh, I need to have a drink before this one. Yeah, me too. Oh, it tastes so fucking good.
It does.
You ready? My mum is married to my dad, obviously, but they both sleep with my mum's best friend who is bisexual, and I've slept with my mum's best friend's son. Not only does your dad and mum sleep with the best
do it in a
friend,
three-way.
you've slept with the son of that person.
Yeah, I mean, that is completely
That's
and
fine,
separate.
but it's just weird that your dad and mum have had relations with their
So
mum.
incestual. Like,
It's
that's
like Thingy from Riverdale. Like Bessie and Jughead,
Jughead and
their parents are now
parents.
dating. Like, that's
happens all the
strange.
time.
I guess you're not related technically, but like obviously when they get married and then it's like, oh, the stepbrother and sister are dating, like that's really...
Oh my god, your grandmas are gonna have sex with each other. If they get married and they have a kid,
oh my god,
you're gonna know both of your grandmas have had sex with each other.
Yeah, that's real weird. Oh my god, this is so fun. When I was still married, sorry to hate you not. Actually no, good for you, I'm glad you're not. When I was still married, I had a feeling he was cheating on me. I found a packet of condoms in his car. The box was already open, so I poked a hole in the wrapper of each one. That is awful. Then I proceeded to soak them in basically like chili pepper juice for an hour. I then put them back in the car until he woke up. He told me he had to go help his mum. Around 3 hours later, my best friend called me to tell me that she had sex with her boyfriend and that she's now on fire down there. My husband came home, put a bag of frozen peas down there, and he said that he'd burnt it on something. Needless to say, after that he lost his wife and she lost her best friend. I don't regret it. As much as I don't agree with doing that, that's such a clever way to find out. Like,
you sneaky bitches.
oh my god, why am I here for that?
Best friends as well. I mean, okay, so here's the thing, and again, you're gonna find out another way.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna find out eventually.
Yeah, but in
so
a,
I
like,
agree in
way in the
burning both
future.
of the people.
Oh, do you know what? Add a little bit of fire on it. They burnt you.
You were married.
Do you know what?
It was your best friend.
Yeah, no, they deserve that.
And
I
that's karma.
Yeah, and I don't really agree with like tampering with things like that, but the fact that you had a feeling he was cheating on you, so that could have wound up really badly, which would have been your karma, which is where he uses the condom with you and you get burnt.
Yeah.
So that would have just been your karma. So do you know what? No, I don't feel like I just don't see anything wrong. I feel like I'm excusing it because of what actually the outcome was.
Yeah, me too.
Fairs to you. Oh my god. Oh, so it says I hope you're proud. I feel like we're gonna have to read this one.
Oh!
So back when I was 15, I'm now 18, I was with my ex at the time. I would normally spend one night a week at my ex-boyfriend. Because it was the holidays, I was staying like a long weekend. So it gets to day 3 and I have the worst belly aches, literally crying. Oh my god, it could have been her period. Anyway, basically you go out to take a shit. Oh, but there's the answer, which is fine. Ordinarily, I'd go. However, my ex-boyfriend's toilet door had a weird window in it. Another key point of this story is the actual bathroom and the toilet were separate rooms. That's like Byron's house. So because of this window thing, which was tinted, if you look close enough through it, you could see through it. So I couldn't shit. Oh my god. Yeah, you have like anxiety shit. So, okay. So I got cramps really bad, so I thought to myself, I'm gonna run a hot bath and ease my cramps. I'm in the bath relaxing, and then my shit just comes out whilst lying in the bath. I get out and I'm like, what the fuck? I must have been so relaxed it just came out of me. I empty the bath and my log is just chilling. I obviously can't chuck it in the toilet because that's in another room. Oh my god, of course. So I used the shower head to try and break it up, get it down the drain. Eventually it worked, so I got dressed and acted like nothing happened. I hope you're proud.
What an inventive little bitch.
Do you know what? Yeah, fair fucking play, because that was me. I would have just came out the bathroom and be like, I'm so sorry. My poop is coming. My poop is coming. I've shat in your bath, because I feel like, I don't know, me and my ex were that close, I would have just done that. At your nana's funeral.